Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. Well, thank you for everybody that's watching the video, everybody that watched yesterday's video. I mean, we'll go through the ugliness first because we actually got three really good articles. I figured after the massive slide this morning, people could use some good news today. So I went out of my way to find some really good stuff. Anyways, before we continue, if you remember yesterday's video, we ended it with saying from 12 hours from the end of yesterday's video up to 36 hours, fully expect a massive $40 billion slide. And as we sit right now, we are at a $30 billion slide as of yesterday's video. So where else can you come out and watch a guy that's going to tell you when your money's going to get crushed the day of, or what we normally do, which is 8 weeks in advance. And again, how can we sit here and look at a video and we'll look at a simple chart and say, get ready that your market's going to slide and everything's going to get crushed? Because it's that easy. It's in the numbers. We keep showing it video after video. And again, thank you for all the new subs and people that are coming to view, but it doesn't make much sense if we've been accurate for so bloody long and we're still sitting at 68 subs. And yesterday we even told you you're going to lose 30, 40, 50 billion dollars in about 12 hours. And here we are 24 hours later sitting at 30 billion loss and continuing to slide. And then we'll keep the price of Bitcoin live up in the corner for you guys. It actually just dropped below 12K. Now it's fighting. My honest opinion is the bleeding should stop here in the next couple of hours or so. I had a quick look at the charts this morning, and from what I'm looking at, I would say the absolute low being 2 o'clock, just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, might be the 11,700, 11,800 range. I read some articles this morning where they're talking about, Bitcoin breaks 12K, it's going to dump all the way. And of course, as always, everybody that comes out into social media has made a prediction, has never been right. Whereas this guy on this channel, we've been calling it spot on the market. Again, we don't talk price, we talk overall market evaluation. So again, I don't really personally see Bitcoin sliding below the 11.7, 11.8 mark tonight because again, we ended up finishing wave one yesterday in a new cycle of Bitcoin, and that's why we know the price is going to drop, because again, the market sadly is turning into all robots, and the charts are getting a lot more accurate. So again, that's the call for today. It's basically 11.7, 11.8, and the market should start to turn around here real quick. So let's go have a look and see who's absolutely getting bloodied. I mean, everybody's been getting their asses kicked for the last 12 hours straight, and as you can see down here, we don't even need to talk about it. I mean, the chart itself, again, we went from a month ago, we had 6 columns of solid green, and we were jumping up and down and doing cartwheels. And now, again, we are starting to see that sea of red. Look at poor Stellar, just taking it like the stepchild that it is. Oh, my God. 6 blocks of red. That is so bad. But again, going back through my videos, this is what we fully expected. All of June, all of July, sideways up, pump it up, and then they rip it right back out. And what little bit of money that's left is going to go into Bitcoin. And today, we're going to say that actually changes. Maybe in about 4 hours from now, I'll say maybe 6 hours at the most. Our biggest gainer, what's today, Wednesday? The biggest gainer for the rest of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday should be Ethereum. And this is why we're going to do that for you guys. So anyways, the other thing we wanted to look at was, let's see how gross the 24-hour volume is getting before we get in. See, look at that. Tether, again, has overtaken Bitcoin. And what have we been telling you guys for 6-7 months straight now? When Tether's volume breaches the 25 billion per 24-hour mark, it's ugly for the market. So that is a better way of looking at it for if you want to know when the market's going to start switching around. Just watch for the 24-hour of Tether, and it's got to reduce itself back into the normal teens, that 15 to 17 billion per 24 hours. When it's in that range, the market's growing. Anything over 25 billion, the market is getting crushed, which is exactly what we saw last night and what we continue to see right now. All right, so let's get into some actual good news here, because we got the live price of Bitcoin going up in the top right corner. And again, there you go. We're starting to see a little bit of a push first. All right, we got two articles for Ethereum, and we got one video from Turkey. Again, for me, what I've always said, middle of September, the real market really should start. And again, why am I always talking long term? Why am I always so excited? The same thing as I used to say in 2017 to people and early 2018, the real market for cryptocurrency will start sometime in 2020. It doesn't matter who's surviving. It's whatever's going to be alive in 2020. And again, stuff like this. We are over at coingate.com. The article goes on to say Turkey plans to be the first country to issue central bank cryptocurrency. Now, we've heard a lot of countries that have done this. We've seen countries like Vietnam with blockchain voting, the first to get that stuff like that going. We see Russia implementing it in the bottom levels of their parliament for their voting and things like that to come. You hear about Iran and countries like that getting into Bitcoin. You hear everything else that's happening in Venezuela as well with cryptocurrencies. I mean, there's so much good news that the crypto world is trying to do, but sadly, we're still in a market where we have no new money coming in. So this is an article, again, once again, over at coingate.com. You should come over and read it for yourself. But again, stuff like this is why I don't get worried when, if Bitcoin even slid back to as gross as it is, say $9,000, I'm not worried about it. If Bitcoin slid back to $5,000 at the end of August, I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about the price basically at the end of spring 2020. That's when we know what's going on. From now till then, it's basically an unregulated market. It's the wild, wild west. Anything and everything can happen. So, excuse me. All right, let's get on to some more good news here. And this article is over at decrypt.co. Don't forget, it's .co, not .com. Decrypt.co. Samsung unveils Galaxy tools for Ethereum developers. Today was a very good day for the folks over at Ethereum. There's some really good stuff going on here. So let's go on with the article. Samsung released a suite of tools earlier today for developers to more easily and cheaply build decentralized application on its Galaxy 10 S10 smartphone on the Ethereum blockchain, according to the announcement. The move further fuels debate that electronics giant continue to favor Ethereum over other blockchains. Again, just some really, really good news. Again, these are those things that I look for. Again, that's why I get super excited. That's why I long-term invest. And you see just amazing things happening all over the place. And again, come over to the article and check it out. The news is solid. We've been saying this since April of 2018, over a year ago. The news is there. It just takes time. And anybody that's ever watched my videos, I keep telling you guys, from the thought to an actual business model to serving the consumers is a minimum usually of 2 years, possibly 3 years. So when people can understand that, then you understand why it takes something in cryptocurrency to take so long. And the other thing that, don't forget, that holds us back is everybody in the world thinks cryptocurrency is money. Every person that sees some kind of crypto, it's automatically money. So last article we got for you guys is over at ambcrypto.com. Another really good one for the Ethereum folks. Oil and gas giant Shell invests in Ethereum blockchain project to track the flow of energy. And again, another really great article to come over here and have a read with here. There's lots of really good stuff in it. Won't even go through it at all because, again, it's just been a really gross day in the market itself. But the news continues to pour in for the long-term longevity of the cryptocurrency market itself. And for me, that is the most important thing is I don't care what happens right now because, again, it takes, if you go back, for me, the market itself really started in October of 2017. Everything before that was child's play, like literally teenagers and kids playing in crypto, and what we are right now is nowhere near what it used to be in 2017. So basically, you look at October of 2017 with the idea of Bitcoin and spreading and adoption and institutional money and smart money and all that. When's the 3-year mark? October of 2020. So again, that's why I keep saying September this year of 2019 should be the real start of the beginning of the initial bull run that will lead us into the morning Ginsu hard-on hockey stick chart that will be January 1st, 2020 moving forward in this market. So as we see now, Bitcoin is starting to scale back up. We start to see a little bit more money coming back into the market, and that's exactly what we thought would happen is with that last wave of Bitcoin ending. I mean, it could go back a little bit more sideways, but again, today's low price at the absolute lowest, I see it at all. would be the 11.7, 11.8 range, and then we should start ramping right back up again one more time, and then we'll watch for the end of wave 2, because at end of wave 2 will be another $35-40 billion dump. And then that wave 3, if the timing works out properly, hopefully that will lead us into a really strong August, because right now August is looking like it can be a really, really shitty month for the crypto market in general. So that's all we got. We just wanted to come out and talk to you guys and share the great news. Again, yesterday's video, we talked about getting ready for a $30, $40, $50 billion slide, and we saw basically a $30 billion slide over the last 12 hours. So there you go, a little pat in the back for myself. And again, now watch as this news comes out. Give the YouTubers, the tweeters, the social media freaks a couple of more hours, and Ethereum should really go from what was it at the video? I think we're at 287 or 288 when we started the video. Ethereum should break well back over the $300 mark within the next maybe day to day and a half or so. But anyways, that's all we got for you guys. Go out there and hug somebody you love. Enjoy, because the market is what it is, and it's going to be like this for a couple of more months, or not a couple of months, basically to the middle of September, like we've been talking about this entire year. And as always, get out there, like, sub, share. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the last Bitcoin is mined in 2040. That's the long-term plan right there, folks. Anyways, it's 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.